See in the corner down the bottom there. It's small writing. Wait, here. If I stop my video, you can read it. Ready? I'll change your name. There you go. I changed your name. Wait, here. I'll stop. If I do this, you can read it. Oh, can you read it? No. Sorry. Yeah. It's true though. What's the game? What's it called? Captain N and the Game Masters. Yeah. James, it looks like the Nintendo logo. Is Captain N for Captain Nintendo? I reckon. I think they copied it. And the Game Master is like the Master System. It copied Nintendo and Sega. Yeah, you could have Captain JK Mega Drive. Jega Mega Drive. And Captain James Tendo. Link from Zelda. Oh, really? So they did copy it. Look at this guy. That's Icarus. It looks like, huh? Yeah, and this, and you know the green one, the green guy too. That guy, huh? He's a baby. Yeah, on this Barbie. Whoa, fiveals. No Mario, but Mario is Nintendo. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh well. Link. Apparently. Is that Link? That big guy? Where's the green top? Yeah, this one. Huh. But you know, in that video game, Link is like a boy, but in this, he's an old man. Right. Yeah. Oh, look, the game. There's a Game Boy that can talk. BMO. Before Adventure Time, isn't it? Here you go. Meet Link. Dodging boomerang. Huh. Another princess. Zelda. The Legend of Zelda. Your life is in danger. Deleted. Yeah. You're lucky. Hmm. Then they're like, they look like brothers, don't they? Because one has longer hair and pointy ears, but the same face. Yeah, I know. No, you can't. It's just an insect. Just step on it. Oh, look. You know how Link is like, oh no, I can't defeat this guy with a sword. And then he just pulls his video game controller out and shoots him. Look. Nintendo gun. And we said, where did you learn it? And he said, in high school in gym class. He's like, he doesn't even, Link doesn't know what high school is because he's a video game character. Oh, that's like the monster, eggplant monster guy, the boss. Oh, he turned into tomato. Because it's a video game, but Link thinks it's real life. Link is doing everything. Shoot him. Going up. Going down. Wait, they're standing above, aren't they? Horse head. Uh-oh, he's got armor. Oh no. No, he doesn't. Uh-oh. Ad break. There we go. Watch. Captain N's gonna be like, pick on someone your own size. It wouldn't work in a video game to do that though. Horseface is dead. You saved my life. From yeah, Game Master. Why does this Peppa Pig ad keep coming up? He's jealous because he wants to be the hero. They're tiny. That's a tree. He keeps killing. They're trees. Insufficient data. Be moral. There's lots of them. Eyeball. Game Boy baseball. Oh no, he went in the tunnel on his. I could find the tunnel with my eyes closed. He just found it. He's too fat to get in. They're gonna push him in. You watch. I thought that was their friends. They took a boat. Ready? Ad block. Yeah. There's something in there. What if they get eaten by a shark? There'll be a villain. No. He's like, if we open that, there's a giant behind it. Look, there's a jewel. Now they're angry at each other. Magic brains. Oh no. Watch out. Those statues might come alive and fight you. Do you think they're real? They're not statues. But he said he doesn't want magic potion. Now they're gonna both fall, and the princess will have to save them. Danger. We're Robinson. Knock him off the horse, and then she's gonna fall as well, right? She landed on her feet. Yeah, make it good. Fried. No. Now they have to get them. Oh no, the bridge is gonna fall. Jump. They stole it. Because you're a whiz kid. Get the Game Boy to be a boat. Oh, that's that scary brain thing. No. Don't drink it. It's gonna turn him into a giant pig. It's working. Oh, yes. Imagine if it made it rusty. It's going to reflect it like a mirror. Watch. That's a brain. Watch, it's going to reflect back. That's the only thing that could kill him. His own power. I'll get you some for your next birthday. Now she likes both of them. Oh, well. All right. Well, what should we do? What do you want to try and do today? Pardon? Just got that list of stuff. What do you call it? The list we made. And I've had a look on. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, Gumtree. I've been having a look to see. Sometimes they have Adelaide region. Sometimes they have like a screen on here. That one's $300. Plasma TV. What? Which company? Oh, yeah. Yeah. But if they can do maybe this one. Yeah. Small red line on the side. But if we can get something like this, 22-inch, small HD, no remote control, $5. Huh? Yeah. Oh, what about this one? Sony TV, free. No, it's just the old TV they don't want anymore. Peterhead, that's too far away. Yeah. Oh, if you've got funding, you can. But for to do it, sorry, who? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But if we want to build something while we're waiting, the prototype. Yeah. 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 Um, turns on and plays sound, but only shows a black screen for 8 or 10 times. Projector. Yeah, none of these. That one's a TV. Yeah. Gone. TV. Broken TV. Oh, hey. Yeah. Not too small. Remote control. Pardon? On a table. Yeah. Can't damage. See, that's oh, there you go. That's how much it is. 400 for a new one. No. The TV. I'll open it. I'll show you. Hang on. And this one, ultra high definition. Honey. Honey. Come on, honey. Honey, how much savings, honey? No, this is not a mini one. This is a big one. 43 is the size you want for your cabinet. 40. Yeah. Yeah, the software, like the game, like our own ROM, Future Pinball. Yeah, and the new ones we're working on. Here we go. That's just for holding a TV. But we want here 43-inch TV, 450, 595. Yeah, they're smart. That one's the one that looks like a picture for painting. See? Um, 23. Yeah, see, this one is $445, and this one is $900 and $1,000. Okay. This one is free. Okay. This is like your little screen that you had on the wall, the TV on the wall. This one's like that for the second monitor. Yeah, but they said $20. This might be better size. 24. No. Oh, look, he took a photo of himself in the mirror. And his shoes. And his red ribbons. Samsung, 38 inches. It's okay. Desk. Maybe there's a desk with legs on it. Desk and chair. Yeah. Something like this is good. Desk. Office desk. If you need like legs for the prototype pinball. Yeah, put the pinball on top. like the box. Yeah. Yeah. Captain. All right. Let's just see. Does Kogan have the LED lights that you want? I think it's better if we get Bitdefender blocked it. Okay. If we get our own LED lights, I think it's good to get them from Bunnings or Kmart maybe, because then we don't have to order online. Pardon? Yeah, we'll have lights. So it's only if you want to add maybe like a light to the room or something, like behind it. Oh, come on. What? Computer monitors. Yeah. What computer monitors do they have? That one's too long. Curvy one. Imagine a curved pinball machine. Like this. Like this. And the ball rolls like this, like a skateboard ramp. Okay, and 15-inch, 24-inch. No. What? Guess they don't then. That one or that one. That's curved though. That's a big one. Look at that. Yeah. Same size as 3 screens. And this Samsung one. Yeah. LG 24. Triple screen. That one. That's just a stand to hold them. Not so good. That one there. I know you would like that on your laptop. Triple screen. Look. Wait. Oh, it fit. Pardon? Desktop PC. Triple screen monitor extender. What does it say? Display screen. Triple screen 13 inches. High resolution foldable. HDMI and USB-C. Yeah, so you can plug it into a computer with HDMI or USB-C. And it has 2 screens and it adds to your laptop screen. Yeah. So it goes on your laptop and then gives you 2 extra screens that you can fold. Otherwise, that's really wide. It's 1.2 meters wide. By 36. W view. So W view. Screen size. Width 60 centimeters. 27-inch. Yeah, so it's the same as 2 27-inch screens. Having one of these. So if you cut it in the middle here, down here in the middle, then it would be like 2 screens. One, 2, 3D glasses. So look at it. It's even curved. Looks funny from the side. Like a mushroom. Let's see. It's too big for pinball, I think. But it's 1 meter high. I mean, it's 1.5 meters wide. This big. Come on. Wider coverage. That one is, what's the size of it? 60. 310. 310.9. That one, no. That one is 1 meter wide. Maybe it has lights. Fish. Oh. Oh. Don't want that. Pardon? For video games? Yeah. To record like when you're playing NES or PlayStation. Yeah. RGB lighting. So they have this one, floodlight. Let's have a look. This one. Just go like this. Share. This one. Okay. You can see the lights now, right? The RGB lighting. Oops. Outdoor smarter home, outdoor party bulbs. Hexagon. You could have a moon. Outdoor spotlights. UFO sunset lamp. Oh yeah, one of those party lights underneath you could have. Sunset lamp projector. I'm not sure on this one. I'll read it. Smart home white light strip. Ah. No. That's a down light. Okay. This one. All right, let's see what they say. Tetris. $2 TV. Pair of modern floor lamps. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that one can change different colors up and down. Oh, it just has power going in the corner. Set of rainbow moods. Seriously. So that has a light up the post. Yeah. Don't think it does the music though, that one. Oh, this is like for, next to the TV, next to the screen. Just plugs in USB. Little pot plants. Little cups. Oops, okay. That one. They have cameras. Camera. Bunny rabbit camera. Let's see. Just built in to this, like to the panel, or just on top. Yeah, so even like this, but black. Okay, let's try webcam. Oh, they have that one. Logitech. This one is probably better. Do you have a webcam? Just built in. Yeah. Okay. I have this webcam. Yeah, it's this one here. No, this one's. How many of you? Oh, here. Can you see the reflection? That's my camera. See? Zoom. This is. It's Logitech. This one's I think 930. That should be clearer. Doesn't say, but it looks the same on the outside to the 920. Oh no, that's seen 290. Is that new? I think that's meant to be 920, not 290, because this is the 925, and I have the 930. See, this is the 930E, not 290. Oh look, they have this camera C290E, $160, and then above it, same camera for 99. It's the same, but it's cheaper. Yeah, so there you go. That's the one I have. 922, I think. Pro Stream. Yeah, that's what I've got. It's just HD. Oh, it's oh, this one here. Let's have a look at this one. This one's a nice small one, compact. A what? Mm. If you have enough money in the ground. I don't think you can link it to the games though. I don't think you get iToy ROMs. Logitech, Razer. Here, look at this one. Look at that camera. That's pretty compact. It's just a circle. It looks like a camera lens of like, a normal camera. See? Yeah. Put a cover over it. Just put a lens cap cover on it. Like one of these. So you have your camera, and then when you're not using it, you put this on it. Then you can't see. Can you see me through there? Yeah, just put a little cover on it, or put one of these on it. There. The COVID mask for the webcam. That one looks fancy. Pardon? Maybe. Razer Kai. A wireless microphone? Or one like this? Oh, that's a microphone with lights in it. Yeah. Maybe you could get that with your radio grant money. HyperX. Condenser microphone. Yeah. Standalone microphone, anti-vibration shock mount. Oh yeah. Tap to mute sensor with LED indicator. Convenient gain control, turning the dial, internal pop filter. Great. Tap to mute, so you can just tap it to turn the sound off. Yeah, so that's what it looks like up close. So that's the back of it, where it plugs into the computer. It comes with USB-C and a stand for the microphone for mic. Condenser mic. Yeah. So that's that one. Oh, that's a webcam, but it says it's 4K. 4K. Oh, yeah. Speakers. Oh, they light up at the bottom though. You don't want that. You want it to light up on the round part up here. Close. Okay. All right. Well, what else do you want to? Yeah. Oh yeah, they're small, this one, but it should be well, you could just get a regular one on the top like this. But I just was thinking they might have let's try this. Mini webcam. I think you might be able to order. That's small. Oh, this one maybe. Yeah, this one. Wireless Wi-Fi mini camera. Oh, look, this is a camera. It's a dice. Yeah, yeah. Or this one. This one's good. Or this one. Hey, hidden. Oh yeah, see this one here is a small one for your mobile phone. Hey, long cable, yeah. So I can plug into your phone. Um, that's cool. I like this one. Looks good though. Very focal lens, full HD mini USB webcam. It looks like a little mini camera. Infrared 5 to 50 millimeters. Close, open, F, N. What's F and N? Far and near. Okay. Huh? Look, has it on a stand next to his computer. High frame rate, only at VGA. Okay. Mini camera. Yeah. It's a little dice, but it has a camera built in. Wait, does it have 5 cameras? Look. Is that two? Is that a camera in the middle and then infrared on the outside? What does it say? Yeah, see the camera's on the side with 5 numbers. See the camera in the middle? How does that work? It says doesn't say. Oh, you get a microphone like that. Or like this that points at you. I have one like that. Yeah. That's my microphone. Yeah. Well, it's for you on the camera. So I can go. And go like this on the camera. And then if it's windy, you put this on. Not a little bit heavier, but this stops all the sound, the wind. Do you know what they call this? The furry part? Yeah, dead cat. Dead cat. Yeah. And it goes on like that. It looks like a fluff ball. Yeah. All right. Well, cat ball in here. Try this microphone. You can tell me if it's good or not. This is the PC. Hang on a second. That one. Let's try this. I'll do a test. Test. Yeah, I'll just do a test on speakers. Yes. What's this one? Line in. Microphone on the web camera. You can hear the difference. That's on my web camera. Line. That's this. That's on the computer, isn't it? Testing. That's the computer screen. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pardon? Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, that's something else. Okay. Microphone, cable. Sound. Microphone. Testing. This is it. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that working okay? Is it now? Is it too quiet or is it okay? Is it too quiet? No, it doesn't reach. What about that? Testing 1, 2, 9. Hey. Okay. All right. So that will work on a camera. Otherwise, I have to change it back to. Is that okay? Okay. Excuse me. I'll just put this away. Hey. Through the screen. No way. All right. So that's the smallest one we found. You screw it on. Just see if Jake have one. Oh yeah, they have that one. And that one. Or this one. Oh, that's a pretend one. Not real. Here, Raspberry Pi camera. That's like a phone camera. But only for Raspberry Pi. Hey? Really? Yeah. That doesn't need a camera though, does it? Yeah. Yeah. Servo motor. That's big. That's a camera holder. Yeah, this is a tiny camera. Look, but it only connects to Raspberry Pi. And this is a microphone, like they use on an airplane, like a pilot. Hello. Over. You could have that for microphone. Compact microphone. CV receivers. Oh, it doesn't say USB. Connect it to Zoom so you can be like, hello, and then let go of the button. Yeah, so they don't really have much there then. Mini cam or encoder. Encoder. Boost regulator. This is like what I already ordered. Yeah, I remember I got it. And we just set up 2 buttons. Joystick. That's cool. Wow. Where's that from? Who gave it to you? Yeah, David, who came last week. Is it just got 2 USB cords? Yeah, so you can plug it into the computer. Okay, so you can borrow it. Pardon? Mm. Okay. So we could make something like that you stick on the top of the pinball when you're playing the arcade. Now you have a joystick on your computer. Did you plug one in or both? I wonder if you can get a encoder button. Encoder with push button. What's it called? MIDI fighter. Oh yeah, MIDI twister. It's this one. Twister. This is the one. The one that gives you control on drum beats.
There has always been one controller, one elusive controller that has always been a little bit too expensive for me to justify buying, but I've always really wanted. And I have a lot of controllers, so it has nothing to do with needing. This is my control freak problem, but I've been scouring eBay for a good price on a used one, and that's what we got today. Let me show you. My very own MIDI fighter. The MIDI Fighter 3D. I know there's lots of versions of these. I've always wanted my own. I've always just been fascinated by the aesthetic.
This is a MIDI fighter with
by the arcade buttons. Wow. Just that sound. Love that sound. The lights on it, all that. Like I said, I got a really good price for it on eBay. It's one of those things, like if you're into gear, it can be a pretty expensive habit. And I'm fortunate to be in a place where I make videos about gear, so companies send them a lot of the time. It's not the case for this MIDI fighter, so I just went back to my old strategies of, before I had the channel.
Alright.
My first peep with the MIDI fighter.
What's the #1 secret to making a hit song? Most producers think it's fancy studio equipment, special mixing and
So you just saw what was a really fun session with the MIDI fighter. But a caller on a recent Mentor Monday raised a valid question about seeing people do performances and watching people do something really, really well, like watching really, really high level performances. And I wouldn't even consider what I just did a super high level performance, but it does leave people scratching their heads like, how was it done? And how can I do something similar? And I tried to get across the fact that you see the minute of finished performance with the MIDI fighter, but what you don't see is the hour or so before that of like practicing that routine over and over again. And what you definitely don't see is the many mistake shots of me just messing up and not getting it right. Because even though the session's a minute, I was doing take after take after take and messing up, And to just keep things grounded, I want to show you all a little bit of my failed attempts and just a quick montage of me just messing up so that you can know that that is real. And what's very, very important is that you just don't stop, you keep going. Because if I had stopped after take 3, 4, 5, 10, I wouldn't have had that really fun session. I wouldn't have this really cool video to make. And what you have to really do is just trust the process and trust that practice is going to pay off. Now, sometimes it means just walking away and taking a short break, but you're not walking away from it forever. You're just taking a break, you're coming back to it, you're trying things over and over and over again until they work. And the frustrating part, the most frustrating part, is sometimes I will do a session and in the first 1, 2, or 3 takes, I'll nail it. I'll get it done. It'll be so easy. And then other sessions, it just takes more time. Depends on the day, depends on the mood, depends on what's on your mind, depends on how much you've practiced. A lot of different factors combined determining how long it's going to take you to get a session down. But don't stop. Keep practicing. Practice, and don't give up. Check out this quick montage of me failing with the MIDI fighter. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought in a comment down below. Peace.
You could use a control like this, James, for the pinball. The video game. All right. Okay, that wasn't very good. Okay. All right. Yeah, that one's got ones you can turn instead of and push. Oh yeah, they made it so expensive. This is how they work.
The MIDI Fighter Twister boasts 16 high-quality push encoders. Turn the encoders to control a parameter in any software, and push their built-in buttons to quickly reset the knobs or turn effects on and off. The LED rings clearly show you the software's position, so you can completely ignore the computer screen if you want. Customize each encoder so it behaves like a DJ filter. Once, using the super knob feature, or even send a separate CC when you hold down the button to control 2 functions with 1 knob. Change the colors of each LED to label functions by color in all 4 banks for highly customized control. Or even swap out chroma caps for your own custom colors. Compact and durable, the Twister is easy to fit anywhere, even a cramped DJ booth or the studio. The Twister is powered by a USB cable and compatible with all software that supports MIDI. The Twisters come in black and white and are available at store.djtechtools.com and
Jawohl, ich bin recording in the DJ Tech Tools. So a lot of you may know, we recently did a interactive design contest. And we asked you guys to send us a bunch of designs for a controller. And we got how many submissions?
Over 500.
Over 500 different design submissions. And one of the most popular was this guy right here, the MIDI Fighter Twister. Now this isn't the final product yet, and no, it's not ready for sale, not for a few more months. But we've been working on something really, really cool, and we think you're gonna like it, and we can't wait to show you, so we're just gonna go ahead and show you.
It's time to check it out.
It's time to check it out. So here's what we've done. Now this was inspired from one of the projects here in the community. somebody created a drum sequencer out of Tractor, and Mike and I said, whoa, that's awesome.
That's super cool.
It'd be great for the Twister. So what we've done is we've actually turned a Tractor remix deck into
A drum machine.
an amazing analog style drum machine. So we've got Tractor, we've got a remix deck, and we've got a Twister. Is there anything else that's creating these amazing sounds?
Nothing at all.
So no middleware, no software. It's all happening right inside the brains of the Twister. It's got a little internal sequencer that's running that keeps it in track in time with the other decks. So right here, I've got a little loop playing in Tractor, and we're going to go ahead and turn up the Twister channel. And you're going to hear a nice little kick. Now that kick is coming from this channel right here. And basically the way we set it up is the Twister has 4 different channels of audio. And each channel has its own volume, its own filter, and its own pattern selector. If you don't like the pattern, you can easily edit it in sequencer style, including velocity fills. If we like that pattern, do we like that?
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, we'll add a snare on the second channel. Let's change that snare, do a little fill. Cool. Now on the third channel, I think we have some hi-hats, right?
Yeah, some open hats.
Some open hats. So we'll unmute that. Now the nice thing is that Mike has actually given us a whole bunch of different hi-hats with our sound selector here. So the top row selects all your sounds, and then this row changes the pattern. Again, let's edit that a little bit, make it a little more funky. Cool, I like that. And then we have a fourth row. What's in the fourth row, Mike?
Closed hats.
Oh, so maybe like a little, that's cool.
There we go.
A little pattern. Let's bring down the volume of these guys. Maybe filter them out. So really, this entire drum sequence is just coming from one remix deck. It's pretty amazing. Now, if you want to get a little funky with it, you can do little fills like this. Or even add effects. To one or many of the tracks. So basically, you've got an analog style drum machine that you can lay over all your tracks. Or more
So it's
like
just done, all of those are buttons and you can control different things with them. So a bit like when we hook up all the buttons from the pinball, we can put different buttons can do different things. Like the 2 buttons we'll use the flippers. But then we could make a button. You could make a button for the tilt. Yeah. We can make a different sound. Yeah, when you hit something. Or a different sound for the flipper, even. This one. That one. Oh, yeah. And there's that really big one they do. Look, yeah. See? Imagine 20 players on pinball. 2 buttons each. Yeah. Black and white. Yeah, and clear. You used to be able to get it in clear, so you could see all the wires inside it. Yeah. They're buttons. Yeah. So that's that. Rotary encoder. All right. Do you want to look at something about building the pinball, or what do you want to look at for the last part, James? Yeah. Yeah. So eggs. So future pinball custom. This is in visual pinball. We could look at that. Custom, make your own pinball. Make your future pinball. DOF links. Install new future pinball tables. Future pinball and BAM. Future pinball screen locations. Set up. That's a really small one. Let's look at this. Oops.
Wait, Mom, before you check out, do you have Honey installed?
What's Honey?
Oh, no.
Hey everyone, today I just wanted to quickly show you a new addition to my game room. I have a virtual pinball machine that I pre-ordered about 3 months ago. It arrived about a week ago. I set it up. It's truly amazing, and I just wanted to make a quick video to hopefully help any people thinking about possibly getting a pinball, or specifically a virtual pinball. Just go over some of the highlights of why I went with this, the company that made this one, and some of the bells and whistles and things like that. So I hope you enjoy. All right, so I purchased this machine from a gentleman known as the Pinball King out of Clearwater, Florida. I'll put a link below to his website. I did a bunch of research before.
Lots of buttons on the front.
I ordered one. There's multiple builders throughout the country and the world, but I wanted to, I went with this guy because he makes amazing looking machines. He's really friendly. He's really knowledgeable. He's been doing this for many years. And, the tech support I feel like, you might need on these things from time to time. I didn't want a machine that I was going to have problems, getting tech support if I needed it. So that's pretty much why I went with this gentleman for
his camera.
For the build. Something else worth noting.
It might be the just zoom, I think. Yeah.
Is I was really impressed with how it arrived. Coming from Florida to Seattle, I had some concerns that it might not, arrive, in one piece, but it arrived without a scratch. It was on a pallet, crated really well, strapped down really well. Took me about 20 minutes to disassemble the crate and, get to the machine, but really impressed. Again, arrived without a scratch. Now, he offers a variety of different models, different screen sizes, different, computer specs, things like that. This is his Kraken Plus model with a few upgrades. So the back glass here is a 32-inch back glass. The standard one is a 27-inch, but you can pay a couple $100 more and get a 32-inch, which really fills out the back box like my authentic pinball here, Medieval Madness. It just...
So that the one on the right is a real one.
Fills it up, makes it look a little bit more full, in my opinion. It's got a real DMD matrix right down here that works with a lot of the games, has a secondary little screen right there. It's got LEDs behind the speakers. It's got a 43-inch 4K television, which is just absolutely gorgeous. It makes the tables just look super sharp, super crisp. It also has a super bright dot matrix here that goes with, fires off at certain points in the games. On different games, it kind of acts differently. And then we have some LED strips down here on the side that run all the length of the play field. Even when you use the plunger here, it'll shoot the LEDs up. Pretty cool addition. Now there's lots of different artwork to choose from. I went with this one. He called it pinballs. You got the Twilight Zone mixed in there. I guess that's what a virtual pinball is. Kind of showed that. On the front here, it's just the standard an i5 process.
Copyright.
What I really love about that, I'm going to switch to wide angle here, is it loads the games so much faster. So you just use your flipper buttons here on the side to go left and right and select between the different pinballs tables. But having that 1660 Ti Super graphics card makes them load a lot faster, which is what I want. Most of them are in alphabetical order by file name, so you can just hold the button down and cycle through all the different tables. Now, this machine has the ability to support over 1,100 pinball tables. Just absolutely incredible. Most of them look just gorgeous, as you can see. I mean, after playing with this for, a few minutes, you even forget you're on a 2D, looking at a 2D screen. I mean, it just looks 3D. Hopefully you can kind of see that on the video. Let me see if I can find a good one to show you here. But, they have ones, dating back to the 60s on here, which my dad loves too, because he used to play pinballs when they were first kind of coming out. I'm going to be doing another video soon comparing a real Medieval Madness versus the virtual pinball Medieval Madness. So let me know in the comments section if that's something that you'd want to see. But as you can see, the LEDs on the side there are firing off. Really cool. Now, another neat feature that I'm glad this machine has is because this machine can support over so many different tables, finding the table you want to play sometimes can take some time. Even though they're in alphabetical order by file name, it can still take some time to locate it. But luckily, you can go into any game, scroll over to Add to Favorites, and it'll add it to a favorites folder. So if we head into my favorites folder, there is Yellow Submarine. So in this folder, I have all my favorite games, or currently my favorite games that I can quickly access when I want to play them. Another cool feature is in the menu, into any game, you can go in and you can actually record the display. So if I go into record display, I have the ability to record what the topper is, displaying while I'm playing, the DMD, the back glass, the entire play field. So, if you want to, keep a record of how well you're doing on these games. You can actually record them and play them back later. Really cool. Other neat specs about this machine is it has 6 solenoid knockers on the inside.
So where
This machine is
was the
record
recording?
if you want to
I'm pretty sure that's in
record what the top the display.
Yeah,
In any
menu
game,
home.
you can go in and you can actually record the display. So if I go into record display, I have the ability to record what the topper is, displaying while I'm build. So you record them in a real pinball. It also has surround sound tactical feedback. So it's got, I think, 4 tactical transducers that are like inaudible subwoofers that shake the machine, and you can actually feel the ball rolling down the play field. It really adds some realism to the machine when you're playing, which makes it more immersive and makes you forget that you're actually playing a virtual pinball. What else does it have? It has 2 speakers in the back there, field or 6-inch. But you got volume controls for all the components on the inside.
All the parts in there.
This game, you're not ready for it.
You're not ready.
There's the fans to keep everything cool and exhaust all the heat from the PC. The PC's the part down there glowing. Another upgrade I did that costs about another $500, but I think
That's cool inside.
Another upgrade I did that costs about another $500. The part down there glowing. Another upgrade I did that costs.
Yeah. That's the computer inside and the fans.
It's about another $500, but I think is kind of a must on these machines. It's called the Real Pinball Upgrade, or Real Pinball Parts Upgrade, and that includes, instead of a Lexan plastic glass over the playfield, it includes a real glass, one sort of like what's used on, exactly what's used on a standard pinball. It has a real, metal, lockdown bar here, real metal side rails. It's a $500 upgrade, but it just makes it look like, a real pinball machine, which is what I was going for. Okay, I have the my camera set on a tripod and on wide-angle lens. It doesn't always provide the best video quality, but it's the only way I can get the entire playfield on there and my hands playing. So I'm just going to select a game and load it just to show you how fast it loads. So we got the Stranger Things here. I'm just going to select Start and then Play Game.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game.
Please wait.
Have fun.
I found it usually takes about 15 seconds to load the game. That's probably thanks in part to the upgraded graphics card that I got. But once it's loaded here, all we have to do is add a credit and hit start. So there we go, the game is up. I'm just going to take it off the tripod here and show you again the realism. It's just, because this has a 4K screen, they've just done a great job on these tables. It looks 3D, even though it's not 3D. Another thing I really like.
That's good. That's what you want, right?
So I'm going to add a credit and then hit start, and the ball comes out. They've really come a long way. So if I pull this plunger back a little bit, you can see it's just moving on the screen a little bit. So it really adds to the realism. If you pull all the way back, you're pulling the plunger all the way back. Another thing is the ball.
That's cool.
If I hit the table, you can see it nudges. So it's actually got a nudge feature. So when the ball is rolling on the playfield, you can hit it with your hands, just like in real pinball, and slightly, steer the ball if you see it going down the center. So really neat additions that add to the immersion. Okay, it's also worth noting that the nudge feature works both directions. If I hit it with my right hand, it moves over to the left. But let's say I hit it with my left hand, it's going to react a little bit differently. So it works on both sides and different levels of intensity. If I just nudge it a little bit, it moves just slightly. If I hang it real hard, hit it real hard, it bounces more severely. And get it put back on here and do a quick game just to show you how it sounds, how it looks.
Sounds like fireworks.
Really feels real.
Popcorn.
Especially with the solenoids going off.
Popcorn.
Never played this game in real life, but I really like it in the digital one. Whoop! Forgive me if I'm not the best. This is just for demonstrational purposes only. Oh, can't quite get it up there. You can hold the ball like you can in normal pinball.
I don't think he's played digital pinball before.
Anyways, just to give you an idea, if I want to exit out, I can just hit the exit button, and we're back to the menu.
That was quick.
I'm just gonna have to wait about 3 seconds, and then you're able to go to the next game. Really amazing, you know, really impressive how far these things have come. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted every video game.
Mario
are really expensive. You know, I think I paid around.
Doesn't matter.
Pinball machines are really expensive. You know, I think I paid.
Have you got that one? Super Mario Brothers. Gottlieb. I think you'd like to play that one. Have you got that one, no? Yeah, the pinball table. Super Mario Brothers.
Machine.
Hey? Have you? Okay. Yeah, because we want to try and get that one, and if we can, finally get that Sonic one.
Machines are really expensive. You know, I think I paid this around $7,000. Actually, I paid $7,000 for my Medieval Madness, but this digital one here cost me, I think, about $6,500 or $7,000. Really cool. Let's see if there's anything else I can tell you about this. It's got a shaker motor built in, just like standard pinballs, that adds to the immersion. It's just, I couldn't be happier with this machine. A lot of
Super Mario Brothers. Yeah. I've got.
Hey, Internet, Jack
This
Danger
is
here.
in visual
Thanks.
pinball.
On this episode of Game
And
Shack,
this
I
is-
address whether or not Arcade 1-Up's controversy has finally started to die down. I'll have some more virtual pinball news, and I'll ask if my $350 homebrew virtual pinball game is a better option than anything that you can buy right now. Coming up next. Hey everybody, it's JDV here for EvilGeniusEntertainment.com. Thanks for stopping by the Game Shack. Let's talk a little bit about the good news for Arcade 1-Up, huh? Good news, it's a miracle, right? Some of the Marvel pinball games are finally starting to get in the hands of real, actual people who ordered them. I know, right? It's a miracle. No real reviews up. Bill over at Original Console Gamer is starting to put some gameplay up of the machine, and so far he's a tentative thumbs up. He told me not to cancel my pre-order for Star Wars because I'm still on the fence as to whether or not to buy it, and I'm going to kind of show you why in a little bit later in this episode. But the good news is that these units are finally starting to trickle out into pre-order buyers. I think he ordered his sometime in November. I ordered Star Wars in the second half of December. So, which is actually good for me because it's giving me time to think about whether or not I want to have this thing and to see some other reviews of the unit out there. But hey, that is some good news. Those games are getting out. Some bad news about the Marvel pinball game is that Doug over at Cool Toys, who was really the only one that I saw that had a pre-production unit, a review unit at all, he had his review up, I want to say about 2 months ago. His unit's haptic feedback board, the thing that controls the solenoids and the plunger and maybe the accelerometer, that board died on his pre-production unit. And the news of that has kind of gotten people upset, and maybe rightfully so. It's a little interesting. I don't know when it burnt out. He didn't mention that in his video, and the video just went up yesterday. His video about modding an Arcade 1-Up game is kind of similar to Kong's or Us video, and that is essentially sticking your homebrew pinball game that you make into the guts of this Arcade 1-Up pinball system. Not everybody who's getting upset about this, the only thing I'm going to say is this, and that is, it is a pre-production unit, and that is a very important thing to keep in mind. Now, it looks identical to the units that are coming out now, but we don't know what exactly happened in the last two and a half months between Arcade 1-Up
That's fast.
in March, than just words, and they have
Gonna
to
show
go
us.
also say this to of real people for some length of time, at least 2 weeks, a month. We really
Show us what.
house their build,
Here
and
we
I
go.
essentially
Okay. So he just has it sitting
pinball
on a
system,
table.
From a PC and running the controllers and using the monitors that come
Okay. I'll try and turn it up.
modding their A1-Up games. Really what they're talking about is putting the Zen/Steam Studios pinball system from a PC and running the controllers and using the monitors that come with
Oh, he has a little box there. He's
A1-Up
leaning.
game, and just using essentially the shell of the Arcade 1-Up pinball game to house their build. And I essentially already have this thing built up. Now you'll see, of course, that it does not have a
Cabinet.
a box to it. Is just sitting on the table that I'm using some of the pinball legs actually from my real pinball game that I got from QVC. Check out a video over
That's not a
here
real pinball
about that,
game.
because I had two units that I kind of combined into one playfield, and I had 4 legs left over, and it's just sitting on a little piece of leftover wood that I have. And then I have a little Apple box from my movie studio that's underneath it. I've got an old Dell 17-inch TV. This is an old Craig.
Do you want to
refurbished
get
TV
old
that I got
parts
from
and put it
Ollie's
together
for,
to
God, I
make
don't
it,
know, 80
or do you
bucks or
prefer to
something like
buy
that, 4 or
get
5
someone
years
to make it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The extreme gaming. If we get a chance, while we're waiting and getting the grant and stuff sorted, do you want to try and do some hacking ourselves, like on a prototype? Yeah. You want to get some experience, like connecting things and testing it out? Yeah.
years ago, but it is a 10.
I'll keep looking and see if I can get old monitor, so we can do some tests.
80p screen.
Put it in a box.
And from all of my
You know, like
buttons,
the cardboard one I made, he has a plastic one. I was going to do one in a container like this as well. So we can still do this, like for our test. See, it has the board underneath, like our one. And he has light up buttons too.
see, I put
Hang on.
and
Yeah, see? Like that. We can make one like that.
from all of my buttons, you'll
For
see
the demo,
I put
yeah.
my buttons here on an old Tupperware thing that my wife graciously let me destroy. You can get all of these buttons and the encoder and USB code, I think, for $23, and I will have a link to that. You should be able to get a brand new 1080 32-inch screen from Walmart for $100, $110, something like that. If you order it from Amazon, it'd be like $120, but not too bad. This is just an old Dell kind of 4x3 screen. I think you could probably pick this up for 15 bucks at a pawn store, but you can use really anything. You can use an old 19-inch LCD screen that you have or whatever. I'm going to end up putting, I think, a 20-inch Dell back here when I build the whole box for this thing. You can order real pinball legs. I'll have a link to that with shipping and handling with all the bolts and the side pieces and everything. It costs about $120. I don't know that I'm quite willing to spend $120 just on pinball legs, so I might just use
What I've got.
galvanized pipe when I actually build the box. But I'm going to have a full making of kind of how to do this later on. I'm just kind of trying to show you what I have in terms of making it go. I have a $200 AWOW fanless PC box that I use. It's got 2 HDMI outputs, one for this screen, one for that screen. And I have a little $20 2.1 stereo system that allows me to have a bass shaker that I've placed right underneath where I have my my controller board here, my control panel, so it kind of gives it a lot of shake. The next step for me, of course, is to put exciters in this or in my wood box that I'm going to build that will react every time I hit a flipper or it hits a bumper. and maybe an accelerometer, although I'm not sure about that, because you do get used to using these little nudge buttons. And what's good about a nudge button that I didn't realize before I kind of built this system is that it's more accurate. It's very easy. Even in real world pinball, you nudge the game too hard, bam, tilt. It's like, oh man, this, you know, you get 2 nudges before it's going to make the game tilt. So it makes it a little bit more predictable, a little bit easier. So the game I have up here now is a game you see a lot. It's called Sorcerer's Lair. It comes free when you download Zen, and that's a free game. So when you download Steam, it's a kind of a free virtual pinball engine that doesn't cost you anything to download.
What is it?
And it download Zen, and that's a free game. So
Zen.
when you download Steam, it's a kind of a free virtual pinball engine that doesn't cost you anything to download. And it comes with Sorcerer's Lair, a all virtual created pinball game that is actually one of the best games that I've played. It is amazingly complex and intricate for being a free game, and B, kind of a game that's aimed at kids, or at least there's a kid theme to it. But because of its kid friendliness, you can have your kids play it if you have younger kids that you want to try to get into pinball. It also comes with Fishtails, a real-world Bally Williams pinball game.
Oh,
So if you
Fishtails.
want to play a real-world pinball game, you can do that, and that game is free too. So you can get into this system, all right, for an old Tupperware jar, a cardboard box, whatever. So I'm just going to call that free. This is about $23 for the buttons, encoder cord, and the USB cord. The TV's about $100 to $120. That, I'm just going to say you have got to have at least one monitor laying around, but maybe, you know, $15, $20 at a pawn
That's
store.
$170.
The box I'm using to run the system is $200, $210. Links below.
$370.
A mouse, a cord to go from the audio out into my 2.1 amplifier, which I think cost me $20. And I had a couple of speakers laying around. Now, you don't need to have the speakers. You could just use the speakers on the TV, but it just sounds a whole lot better with the speakers. So altogether, this whole thing cost me about $300. Well, it didn't cost me that much because I had all the monitors. It cost me the $200 for the box, the $20 for the receiver, $6 for that cord. I'm trying to think if I spent anything else.
The buttons.
Not much. But you should be able to set up a system very similar to this for about $350. And what are some of the advantages? Well, one,
But
you
it
get
doesn't
a
have a
52-inch
box, and it
screen.
might
This
fall
is a
off.
much bigger screen than you will get in the Toy Shock, in the Well Played, or the Star Wars, Marvel, or Attack from
But we could make
Mars
it.
games from.
Ours will look heaps better than it anyway. But if we made it, we can make it cheaper. But if we pay the guys to make it, then it's really expensive. You know that one we found? Hey? A goodie. You remember how much it was? $10? Yeah. Okay. That one. All right, let's have a look at. Should I have a look at some technical stuff for designing pinball? That we can maybe use that for when we do work on your one. How to make pinball machine design. Okay, let's look at that. Pinball table. Let's look at that too. I do want to see. I want to see if there's something, future pinball kicker setup or design. maybe this. Or what? Future Pinball Connect setup. That could be good for a disability one. If it uses a camera.
Hi guys,
Xbox
I'm still
Connect
Laidback,
camera.
and in this video I'm gonna talk about how to configure your Kinect camera to use in Future Pinball for your tables.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, here I have my setup. This is the back glass to the right and the play field to the left. Here you can see that I have a pin arcade access. That's for the new build that I'm working on. This already has Future Pinball configured, and it will be released like that. It will be just a few steps to have it running. So I'm showing here my configuration.
So see
Pinball,
screen on the side over
for any
over
interested.
here is his the big
If
pinball table.
you are going to use this release,
and then the scoreboard on the right.
You will not have to configure anything. This release.
So what did he find? Display 1, 2.
If you are going to use this release, you will not have to configure anything unless you have to troubleshoot something, and you can use it as is. Now I'm gonna show.
So he's using Pin Arcade. Different
properly configure the Kinect camera.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay, here I will launch the build just to show that
Pinball FX3.
the Kinect is not installed at all. It's not configured and it's not working. It is on right now and it is connected, but it's not
set up,
installed or anything. Okay, these tables are taking a long time to load because all the build is running from a hard disk drive. I think it's a laptop disk drive, so it's taking more time than used to take.
I'll just fast forward.
And it's a lot faster from an SSD, and it's a lot faster.
Yeah. So make sure we have SSD solid state drive.
Loaded by now.
It's faster.
And it loaded.
Okay, still loading.
That's because the table is still loading. Okay, now the table is loaded, and I'm launching the BAM menu from Future Pinball with the.
He has it as just getting a photo of it. He has it as Happy Cab 500 and 650.
From Future Pinball with the M key. It's the menu, and as you can see, I can move around the different cameras, and Kinect is not showing. So what we need to do now is install the Kinect dependencies that are from the Xbox 360. So I need to install this
Yeah, I'll just go photo connect.
.7 APK for Kinect. And when it's ready, I will install this other cool program that is most just to see if the camera is working properly. It is not needed to be running when
Did he finish?
the camera is working properly.
Okay, so it's testing the camera.
It is not needed to be running when future pinball runs and nothing like that. But the first time I had troubles making the Kinect work, and installing this was so much easier than troubleshoot that part. So I installed it, I tried from here, and as you can see, it is detected. And when you select that, it takes some time to load the camera, but you will see now that
Okay,
it will show
it's gonna
up.
load the camera. You know, the Kinect camera is a bit like iToy for PlayStation.
So that's it. That's the camera. That's me also. And you can close it, and it will be to the right corner. It will keep running.
So open again.
But you shouldn't close it. Let it run, and let's launch a table again, and I will show you what happened then.
Okay.
Okay, I will load the FP loader directly from the BAM folder and the FP loader, so it's faster to show you the problem. So it's faster from here than from the build itself. Just to configure the Kinect, you have to configure it once, and once it's configured, you don't need to do anything else. Every table will load your BAM preferences you enable once. You have to configure the Kinect features that you enable, and it will load the Kinect features that you enable once. You have to configure it once, and that's it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, once the table is loaded, you will press M key to access the BAM menu, and you will scroll to the right until you will be stuck at desktop Kinect. So
I just got my water. So he's setting up the Connect camera with the computer. So see on this little corner, I can't read it because it's not clear, but that's the settings for the when we're in the pinball, we have those same settings for BAM, and it's loading up the Connect camera here, the green camera.
This works, but it's not the best driver to use for the Kinect head tracking. So
head tracking.
It may
See, it's got yellow on his face.
crash or keep here, but you need to keep
Did you see the tape?
scrolling to the
Like
right
3D
until you go to the Kinect driver. So you must exit feature pin Kinect. Scrolling to the
see
right
the table
until
when he moves his head.
You need to keep scrolling to the right until you go to the Kinect driver. So you
rewind.
But you
see the little red
crash
dot? It moves
or
when he moves
keep
his head.
Here, but
And the
you
3D
need
moves.
to keep crash or keep here, but you need to keep here, but you need to keep scrolling to the right until you go to the Kinect driver. So you must exit feature pinball.
Pardon, James? So like I think he's adding it so you can move your head.
And it will probably
and the
crash
3D changes.
Or stuck the back glass. The best thing to do is reboot your computer. So here I will
Reboot
do
the
that because the back glass is not showing. So we will reboot and came back. Okay, once Windows start again, you can run the feature pinball again from the BAM folder, of course, with the FP loader. And I didn't change any settings, so you can run the same table or another. It's the same. That's the
play table.
As you can see, the virtual cam is not running.
It's a 2D screen but 3D graphics.
It doesn't need to be running for the Kinect to work. Okay, now the table is loaded and you press the M key. You are here in the BAM menu. You scroll to the right until Kinect is selected. It will say no Kinect found. You just wait until it.
Okay, and then it found it.
Until it
see
starts,
now when he moves his head, the 3D
and
moves.
that's it.
See?
It's set, but it's better to configure it again.
Sorry, he was talking. What did you say? Yeah. And then, but see in the camera when he moves his head, the 3D changes. A bit like, so it's like simulating like virtual reality.
It will say no Kinect found. You just wait until it starts, and that's it. It's set, but it's better to configure it again. You need to set it accordingly to your setup. If you have it on top of the back glass, you will go to high, and if you have it on the bottom of the back glass, you will go bottom or low. I have it on the top of my back glass, so I go high. And it will scan you, and it will scan that part of the playfield. And once it's done, it will say something like this, you will close future pinball totally.
Okay, so now it's saved.
And you load it again.
I'll fast forward.
Or not. I will show that
And now
it works with
You can
any
have
table.
3D pinball.
It will take some time. Be patient.
Mm.
And that's it. Now it's following my head and tracking the camera according to my
Now when he moves,
As you can see now, I move to one side and the other, and the camera changes.
Yeah.
One thing that I like to do is to put the borders so they are not seen. Just I the borders so they are not seen. Just I scale the table that way so the borders are not seen in
that looks cool.
the screen.
See, without the
Borders.
edges on it.
I scale the table that way so
So before it had
put
that
the
edge on it,
borders so they are not
and
seen.
we stretched it.
Just I scale the table that way so the borders are not seen in the screen. So it's kind of nicer. So not seen in the screen. So it's kind of nicer. It gives you like a better perspective of the table. It looks like it's inside the TV, more properly set. Okay, here I will shut this down. I just try the table to see if it works okay, and I will come back with another table.
Okay.
And will launch from the build. I will launch the future pinball table from the build itself.
Future pinball. Simpsons. Oh. Robocop. Retro. Oh. Not that one. We already know that one.
This is a really nice table.
It's too dark.
Okay, so the table loads and it takes some time, of course, and when you're in front of it, it will adjust automatically to your movement. Have in mind that what you're seeing here in this screen is not what you will see from your perspective. What the screen shows is not exactly what you see from it. So I didn't have to configure anything else. It's set exactly as the table before.
Okay. Yeah, did you see when he went forward, so it like he was on top of it?
It will work with any table.
Move the angle. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
One thing that I forgot to mention is that if you have a Kinect from an Xbox One, you will need to install the SDK 2.0, not the 1.7. So if you have one of those, you install the other. And what else? I think
he said
1.7. So if you have one of those,
which one?
You will need to mention is that if you have a Kinect from an Xbox One, you will need to install the SDK 2.0, not the 1.7. So 0.0, not the 1.7. So
1.7.
if you have one of those, you install the other. And what else? I think nothing. I think
nothing.
if you have any trouble, I can help you, of course. Leave a comment, reach me on Discord. I have no problems to help anyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel and you like the content, please subscribe. It helps a lot. And if you like this video, please leave a like. And for any kind of comment, or if you need any help, please leave a comment on this video. I try to answer everything, and I hope to see everyone of you in the next video.
His name must be Argentina. Design and draw. Cancel.
Okay, so
that's Xbox Connect. And then you need the adapter. Commenting as Matt, good luck. No, thank you. But Band Tracker wasn't tracking anything. Huh. Thank you. Okay. Just get a photo of this bit. The instructions. Excuse me. Okay. Can I buy all the tables and drivers? I connect. But I cannot see the field and the player while shooting on. Between the back glass and the play field. Pin arcade. Or retro fee. Trophy. Retro fee. Launcher for emulators. Okay. That's new software. Huh? Just a launcher. Like retro. What was that one you had? You know the one you had for console games? So I don't know. Let's have a look. Best new front end. Does open source like a free one. I'll skip this ad. Setup and theme. Completely free.
Good day, guys. Today, and in this one today, we're taking a look at Retro FE. Why? Because this landed on my lap. I cannot believe what the guys over there have come up with. But, well, this is what I was graced with today. Now, this theme, apparently, excuse my ignorance and excuse my pronunciation, or if I've got any of the more technical or actual names wrong, but this was made by Zero Dreams and NJ Dave 71. Excuse if there's anybody else involved in there, please tell me, add into the credits, anything you want, guys. I just want to be as open and honest with everybody out there as possible. But this is a Retro FE build utilizing their theme. Now, this is pretty much as you can get it. Now, if you guys are an MU Movies member and you've got access to the FTP over there, you can download this from the FTP, as you can see it now. Everything that is utilized and set up now, you can download as is. The only thing that you will need to do is add your emulators and add your games. Other than that, the actual front end is completely set up for you. And the amount of work and the amount of detail that the guys have gone through to actually get this set up to this kind of standard, absolutely unbelievable. I cannot tip my hat enough for everybody over at Retro FE and what they've managed to do since the last time I took a look at this. Now, the last time I took a look at it, you guys know what I thought. This to me is... it's the best out the bunch. I'm not saying now, but I'm saying that this is a blank canvas. This can be absolutely anything that anybody wants. If you've got an idea of what your front end should be, Retro FE can do it. It's literally limitless. The only thing that you're limited by is your knowledge of code and your ideas, to be honest. But other than that, you can do anything. But that's also its hindrance, its downfall. Because you do need to know some code to get it the way you want it. That's where many people fall down. Because, well, let's face it, not many people in the scene know how to get into that kind of brass tacks, that kind of detail to get the finishing touches, the effects that they really want from a front end. So they look around and they get one that's more polished and finished. But this is now, well, it has now become an option for everybody. Why? Because they've done it for you. They set it up. If this is the kind of look, if this is the kind of feel that you are into, they've done it. They've polished it all up and you can download it. All you need to do is add your actual setup to it. Absolutely unbelievable. So Zero Dreams and AJ Dave, absolutely top-notch work for what you said. This is free for everybody who's got an MU Movies makeup. If you want to start yourself, if you want to set one up yourself, if you want to just, I don't know, put one together, you can download the Retro FE front end from the website itself. Link in the description down below. I'll also put a link in there to the forums. Now, if this isn't this isn't what Retro FE is. This is just one example. Like I said, Retro FE is a blank canvas, and any again, I cannot praise.
Okay.
Guys, please like, please subscribe, please.
Please. Retro FA. Nope. There's no pictures in the user guide. Look. It's just telling you how to do coding. Okay. This, I don't want to accept the cookies. This is childhood adapter for Xbox Connect 360. No, power cords. Okay, let's just check then. ebay.com.au. Connect sensor USB power supply. What? Breakaway to USB cable for Xbox 360 racing wheels joystick. No, I don't. Huh? No, but I have the Xbox 360. I mean the Connect with power adapter USB. Yeah. AC supply. Converter cable cord. Power adapter. Xbox One, Windows PC, Connect to. What? How does that one work? Okay, so it's power. Xbox One X and Windows PC. Oh, that's a different X Connect. Connect sensor power supply. $10. But I have one of these for Xbox, but you need an adapter for PC. Yeah. I could maybe test it out sometime. And if you think it's really good, we could, well, yeah, if we build our own, we can add it in BAM, in the future pinball. Yeah. Well, these are cheaper, but it's from China. Okay. Just check this out then. Doff links, part 4 kickers. We'll just watch this bit about future pinball. Because I'm trying to find, where you can use the kicker to make it go up, like on the ramp, on that cat head. So we'll just watch this video before finishing up. See what he has.
We're going to move on to doing feedback for the kickers. Now, kickers, they can be in a bunch of different locations. There's usually, well, there's the mandatory ones, which are always going to be in the drain down here.
So that sends the ball
and
up.
they're going to have this one, which is, I don't know if it's your plunger kicker. What's it actually called? Which are always going to be in the...
So you know what a kicker is, James? Haha. Do you know what it is for pinball? A kicker? Yeah, so it's not when you kick the table. So so in pinball they have different names for different things. So like you have the ramps and you have the bumpers. So the bumpers where it hits and it bounces off, and the flippers. But then they have this round circle here where the ball goes down when the ball falls between the flippers here and it comes down. There's like a hole in the table where the ball falls into it and then it kicks it out. So it's like a hole where the ball falls into it. Yeah, and when it flicks out, they call it a kicker because it's like kicking a soccer ball. So there's a kicker here at the bottom. When you lose a life, it goes in there. And then it shoots. So I'll show you. So when the ball falls down here, then it goes into this hole. But you can't see it because it's underneath. It's underneath the thing here, so you can't see it. The scoreboard there, and then after it goes in there, it kicks it out up to here. So
in the drain down here, and they're going to have this one, which is I don't know if it's your plunger kicker. What's it actually called here? Plunger kicker. Yep. Now we don't have an auto fire plunger in this one. So it's an actual like spring pull plunger, so we don't need anything for here. But ironically, we have a kick. Kickback.
There's a kicker there.
Basically, this is not a kicker. This is what your auto fire or your auto plunger would have been over here if we didn't have the old style.
Auto plunger.
But it's the same idea. They're all solenoids. So this is the kicker, and so you got your drain, your kicker, your plunger kicker, and what was that?
Click on that again.
The kickback.
So that's a kickback auto plunger. Auto plunger. Okay.
And now again, you may have to change your layering so that you can see where everything actually is, because some of them may not show up on the same layers. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, see this scoop one here. I can't see it in there. Let's see if I can get it to show up under something else. Oh, see, this is where it gets tricky. So that one may look a little different then. Let's see. Okay, so in this instance, it's like the outer square portion there, which is the actual kicker, and that's the barrel kicker. Okay, and what else did we have for a kicker?
Oh, see that ramp?
I do believe
That's what we
there's
want.
one here.
See,
okay,
right.
For a kicker.
See this ramp here? We want something like that for it to go up, but that's going up into a fish head or a shark's head. All right, let's see what else we can find.
I do believe, there is one here. Okay.
Okay, there's one
so,
there.
Just called kicker 1.
Kicker 1. Type vertical up kicker. That's what we tried to do, but it kept crashing, you know? Kicker hole T1. Okay.
And we have another one here, I believe. Yep. The shark exit kicker.
So when it comes out of the shark. So it goes into the shark here. Let me draw it. Looks like it goes. Let's draw.
And then this one is the one that's
draw. It goes up this ramp, goes into the shark's mouth here. You see the shark? Yep. And then it goes in the back of it and it goes into this hole here. And then I think it goes from there, I think it goes across to here. And it comes out here. So how do we make that happen? Anyway, we'll see if he tells us.
It's behind the shark's mouth. So that's the kicker shark. So as you can see, there's a lot of kickers in this table. And there may be another one I haven't noticed yet. But yeah, so you got to play around with your layering to find all of them. So I'm not going to go through all of them. That's just too much for the video. So I'm just going to do one to show you. So same as before. If I can, okay, there it is. See, that one was a little trickier. If I do this, it's the ramp. If I do this, it's the actual kicker. So we'll look for, actually, you know what? We'll do the barrel kicker, or I mean the drain, just to make it easier. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we'll look for the drain.
Copy. Is he going to go to the script?
Okay.
Okay, he's going to the script.
Before, I like to start at the top if I can, and then we're going to look for the drain. So, okay, so you can see there's a whole bunch of functions here that kind of make it a little easier for you to find. All right, so sub drain weight expired. I think, yeah, I think that's a different subroutine. Just like before, what we're actually looking for is something along the lines of a pulse, or a drain solenoid pulse, something along those lines. Okay, so we found a subroutine for the drain hit. Okay, so it depends. Every table does it a little different, but in this case, we found a whole subroutine for when the drain is actually hit. So I'm just going to keep going and see. Okay, so these are the only instances here. So basically, this is just right here. So for the drain hit, we are probably going to put our command in there, but we have to double check this play sound, FX drain, right? Because, okay, this is a great example. Okay, see, there's no sound effect here at all, nothing. So whenever that gets activated, you're not going to hear a sound automatically, but
in the
script will call for FX drain. Now, again, it sounds pretty generic, and we want our solenoid to fire off during that, but we have to be sure it's not some kind of custom sound. All right, that's the good old plain Jane future pinball sound. So FX drain. So we are going to use an FX sound command to replace that. So now it's up to you what solenoids you want to use. You know, it doesn't have to be the same one for everything, or you know, it's all a preference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, yeah, I'll make this the left one there. Okay, so all right, so left flipper, and it's just gonna fire. It's not gonna actually turn on, and we want FX drain to match the same as this, right? So what I do is I add another comment. That way we know what it's being used for. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to comment out this play sound, because we don't want to hear that sound
twice.
We want to hear our solenoid firing off. Again, if night mode is on or if DOF Links is not running, then it won't fire the solenoid. It'll play this sound effect. That's why this is commented out. This whole command is replacing this, and it's doing both functions at the same time. So that's it. So since this is the only instance that I can see where we have to worry, because again, we put this at the beginning of this whole big subroutine, right? Because every time the ball goes in and hits that kicker, it's going to make the subroutine fire off. So we don't have to, as far as we can see, worry about that. Beyond that, so, and again, you do thorough testing of all this after it's all done to be absolutely sure under all conditions it's doing what it's supposed to. So what we could do is we could save it.
And then run it. Play table.
And again, do a quick play. All right, and
Chief.
All right. So when when the ball drains down here, you should hear the mechanical sound I played earlier, if it's worked correctly. There you go. So we knew it worked.
Because it's in night mode.
All right, so that's one kicker down. So this is another one, same idea. You know, you're going to do a search for it. And see, these are a little different because these are not necessarily being fired off depending on how they're being used. But we're going to do another search for that one. Take a quick look.
Plunger kicker.
So I can see. All right, this is what I was looking for. A lot of the other kickers will have solenoid pulse. Not on, not off. They'll use a solenoid pulse. So every time that particular kicker is activated, then it'll trigger that solenoid, the pulse, on the table itself. For us, we want whatever solenoid we're going to use to make that sound effect hit. So I'm going to check again, see if there's a whole bunch of other instances. It could be a little tricky because sometimes you'll have this actually be what you want this particular solenoid to fire off on, because it's every time a ball gets fired in to the plunger lane is when we want that solenoid to go. But see, solenoid pulse, right? So we just do a quick check, you know, just with that name only, nothing else, just to see what all instances it's being used, because sometimes things are a little customized for each table. So that's what we want there. So then we're going to be searching for that each time just to make it a little bit easier. Now in this instance, I'm going to use, let me think here. I'm going to use the right slingshot actually to do this. Okay, so let me double check that. Okay, so it looks like it's just 2 instances. So I'm going to add that in, but again, we only want it to be firing off. And I'm going to do the right slingshot. You got to play with what you prefer. I try to keep them as separate as possible, because when you get into instances like a multi-ball, you're going to have like so many balls setting off solenoids at one time. You do want them to be as separate as possible. So that's why I try to do things that way. So right slingshot, and we got to double check now, because there's bound to be yep, FX ball release. So let's double check that.
Ball release.
FX ball release.
Yes.
All right, so that's the normal sound effect. So we're going to add that in there instead of this. So all right, so I'm pretty sure I got that one right. And then we'll highlight the whole thing.
And copy and paste.
Okay. And then again, we want to put it in this same instance. Whenever that solenoid is getting pulsed, that's where we want this command in there. Okay, so FX ball release. Hopefully I spelled it correctly. Okay.
Play.
Okay, so now we're going to, for this kicker here, we're going to get rid of the sound effect. I'm going to save her.
And play table.
So every time a ball gets fired into the plunger lane, you should hear that mechanical sound, the end game sound, if we did this correctly.
Chief?
Okay, so you heard it right there, but we'll do it again. Okay, so our drain is going to go. Okay, so listen for it. Our drain obviously is working, but you should hear the sound when it pops the ball in there. All right, so you can hear it. It's working good. So now that kicker is all working just fine. So it's the same idea, especially this particular one that I just showed you, for any of these other kickers. You have to double check to make sure, like this one here or this one here, they're going to have either no sound effect at all. See, like this one's a completely different one, but it could still be mechanical, right? So you have to double check and then go into the script, do the same kind of replacing I just did, and follow through and make sure it makes sense and that it's operating in all situations the way it should be. So that's basically that's what you do for pretty much every kicker. You know, so. And that includes the auto plunger as well. It's the same thing. It just is a different name, and you'll just follow through and do it for that as well.
So that. So that's a different type.
So that's all I'm going to show you for the kickers. I'll do all of those myself, and then I'm going to move on to the next section to do drop targets. These guys right here.
Okay. So vertical up kicker. That's the part we haven't found. Vertical up. Rebuilding one. All right. Well, we'll have to do a bit more testing on that cat next time we're at Tutti together. Yeah, maybe we can search for it on Thursday. We have to do Zoom one more time on Thursday because I'm not allowed to come in yet. I know. So it will be 7 days, on Thursday, but I have to wait 10 days for Tutti. before I can come back face to face. So I'm trapped in the jail. Yeah. Yeah, they got me stuck here. Pardon? Oh, well, I just went for Easter. Yeah. Did you do anything? Did you do anything at Easter? Bubble? Did you do anything at Easter time? Oh, yeah. Lucky you didn't get it either. But that was just your family, right? Yeah, I just went with my family. It wasn't that big. Yeah. Just unlucky. So I have to just keep taking. Just have to keep taking medicine. See, the camera's pretty good. No, my medicine. Yeah, it was my medicine. This one. Can't focus. There. Yeah. They held my throat. But this is pretty clear, isn't it? This camera. Yeah. I think yours has a fingerprint on it. It's a little bit fuzzy, but it's okay. Maybe next time try with a tissue. Yeah, I think so. All right. I think I found something. I'm going to have a bit of a read, but we'll finish up now. Example, shoot it in. Angle is measured in degrees, so straight up is. What? For a kicker to kick up, you should have kicker 1, kick 0, 10, 1.5. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll have a little bit more of a read now, but we'll we're done for today, and we'll have a look at that more on Thursday maybe. And maybe just have a think about if there's something else you want to try and do for Thursday. Let me know if you have any ideas. Yeah, yeah, so I sent that stuff to Gail. So we've got they want us to write a biography. So, like about like you and what you like doing and your experience, like your awards. Hey? You've done it? Oh, no, so we wrote all the thing. Yeah, we wrote the stuff that you want to make, like the pinball and the ideas. But Gail and Jane said they want you to write something about all the things that you've already done, like your achievements. So, like the movies. Pardon? Clocks and the ITV movie and ITV2 and the awards you got at Oscar Bright. Yeah. So if you've got any like past projects that you've done and awards that you've got, then okay. So we have to write it down. But we have to write it down for the application. So the people who have a grant, they have to choose whether they give the grant to you or if they give it to someone else. So you have to show them that you've got some good ideas and that you've done some good projects before. So you've got to make them feel happy to support your project. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe if you've got some videos of your work, we could put a video together. Maybe I could interview you. QR code. Yeah, maybe we can send them, maybe we can do a video you upload on YouTube and then send them a QR code. They scan it and it will take them to the video. And then you'll be like, technology. Yep. All right. Okay. Will we start at 9 on Thursday or 10? Yep. No massage. Yep. Okay. So we can go 9 till 3 and we can have a. Okay. So is a cleaner come this Thursday or next Thursday? Oh, last week. Yeah. So not this week, the week after. Yeah. Yeah. And that's when we start at 10. Yeah. Yeah. So this week we're starting at 9. Okay. All right. Oh, and we'll be back at Tutti the week after. In 2 weeks, yeah. Not this week, next week. Yeah, but this Thursday we were going to do it on Zoom, right? Yeah, so you'll do Zoom from your computer at your house? Yeah, maybe maybe if you have videos or links, maybe make a folder and save them there and a list. Yep, so they're all in one place, so it's easy for us to edit and make the application. Yep, that would be great. All right. Dropbox. Oh, that's right. No, just keep it on a USB drive, or maybe on that red and black USB drive, the little one, the thumb drive. Oh, but you have one like this as well, a little red and black one. Yeah, wherever, or on the hard drive if you got room there. Yep. And we'll just make a folder called James grant application or grant videos. Okay. All right. All right. Well, Hope you have good Tutti radio tomorrow. And screen. And screen, right? Scream. JK Doom Scream. Yeah, and I'll see you on Thursday morning. I have to send you a new link again on Thursday morning. Yeah. All right. All right. Have a good afternoon. All right. See you later. Oh, there. All right. See you next time.